The jungle awakens not with a roar, but with a gentle sigh. Sunlight filters through the dense canopy, dappling the surface of a crystal clear river. Here, in this oasis of peace, Tarzan, his boisterous friend Turk, and the ever-anxious Tantor are lost in a world of play. Water splashes high into the air as Tarzan, with a powerful leap, sends a cascade over a laughing Turk. Ever the cautious one dips his trunk in, spraying a gentle mist that catches the light like 1,000 tiny diamonds. On the riverbank, nestled amongst lush ferns, Jane Porter captures the moment. Her sketchbook rests on her lap, charcoal pencil dancing across the page. A smile plays on her lips as she tries to immortalize their chaotic joy. The figures on her paper are a blur of motion, a testament to the untamable energy before her. She lets out a light, exasperated laugh. "You three are impossible models. Stop moving so much." She calls out, her voice filled with mock frustration. Tarzan turns, a mischievous glint in his eyes. With a flick of his wrist, a stream of cool water arcs through the air, landing on Jane's arm. She gasps in surprise, her eyes widening. A moment of shock gives way to a playful grin. Setting her sketchbook aside, she wades into the shallow water, scooping up a handful and splashing him back with surprising accuracy. Their laughter rings out, a pure, happy sound that harmonizes with the jungle's symphony of chirping birds and buzzing insects. It's a perfect moment, a fragile bubble of serenity in a wild world, but like all bubbles, is destined to break. Crack. A single deafening gunshot shatters the peace. The sound is alien here, a violent intrusion. Birds erupt from the treetops in a panic cloud. The laughter dies instantly. Tarzan, Jane, Turk, and Tantor freeze, the water dripping from them, their playful expressions replaced with alarm. The jungle holds its breath, the vibrant sounds of life silenced by a single ominous noise. A new presence has arrived, and with it, a cold chill that has nothing to do with the river. From the deep shadows of the jungle, a figure emerges. He is tall and imposing, his posture exuding an unsettling confidence. His khaki hunting attire is pristine, a stark contrast to the wildness around him. A polished hunting rifle is slung over his shoulder, not as a tool for survival, but as an emblem of power. It's Clayton. He steps into the clearing, his boots crunching softly on the forest floor. A smirk plays on his lips as his eyes, sharp and predatory, scan the group. He takes in the scene, the half-submerged friends, Jane's startled expression with an air of detached amusement. Well, his voice is smooth, cultured, yet laced with an undercurrent of arrogance. "Looks like I found something far more interesting than gorillas." Jane's face, moments ago soft with laughter, hardens into a mask of disapproval. She recognizes him instantly, the unwelcome hunter who accompanied her in her father's expedition. She strides forward, water dripping from her dress, her posture defiant. "Clayton, I told you, we're here to study, not to hunt." Her tone is firm, leaving no room for misunderstanding. Clayton simply shrugs, his smirk widening into a disarmingly charming smile. It's a practiced expression, one designed to placate and disarm. "Relax, my dear," he says, his voice dripping with condescension. "I'm simply protecting us," but his eyes tell a different story. As he speaks, his gaze drifts past Jane, settling on Tarzan. The charm vanishes, replaced by a cold, calculating curiosity. It's the look of a collector appraising a rare specimen, a predator sizing up its prey. Tarzan feels the weight of that gaze. Instinctively, he moves, placing himself between Clayton and Jane, a living shield. His chest heaves, not from exertion, but from a rising, primal anger. His eyes, wild and fierce, lock onto Clayton's and then onto the rifle. In this silent, charged standoff, the man of the jungle and the hunter from another world take each other's measure. The air crackles with unspoken animosity, and the shadow of the rifle stretches long across the once peaceful clearing. Later, as the sun begins its descent, casting long, distorted shadows across the jungle floor, Clayton finds his opportunity. He approaches Tarzan, who stands alone near the edge of the camp, watching the familiar patterns of the forest. Clayton's footsteps are quiet, deliberate. He has shed his earlier bravado, adopting a more conspiratorial tone. He leans in, his voice a low, persuasive murmur meant only for Tarzan. "You know the jungle better than anyone," Clayton begins, his words like a silken trap. Its secrets, its pathways. "Show me where the gorillas are, and I'll make sure Jane stays safe." He gestures subtly toward the camp, where Jane's laughter can be heard as she animatedly discusses a new species of flower with her father. This is a dangerous place. Anything could happen. With me around, she'd be protected. Tarzan doesn't respond. He's torn. The offer is a poison-laced temptation. His gaze drifts to Jane, seeing the light and life in her, the joy she's brought into his world. The primal urge to protect her, to keep that light from ever being extinguished, wars within him. Clayton's promise, as false as it may be, preys on this deep-seated instinct. Could he use this man to ensure her safety? But he is not the only one watching. From the dense foliage, two powerful, weary eyes observe the exchange. Kerchak, the stoic leader of the guerrilla troop, has been silently tracking the newcomer. He sees the deception in Clayton's posture, the lie behind his friendly words. He sees the conflict in Tarzan's face. A low, guttural growl rumbles in his chest, a sound of pure, unadulterated warning. "Do not trust him, Tarzan." Kerchak's voice, a deep and resonant growl, cuts through Tarzan's confusion. He is a predator. The words from his ape father strike a chord of truth, resonating with the unease Tarzan already feels. His mind spins in a vortex of loyalty and fear. Loyalty to Kerchak and his family, the ones who raised him. His burgeoning, powerful feelings for Jane, and the desperate need to keep her from harm. And now, this dangerous promise from a man who smells of metal and deceit. The jungle, once a place of simple truths, has become a labyrinth of choices, and Tarzan stands lost at its center. As night falls, the jungle transforms. The familiar, comforting sounds are now laced with a new tension. A campfire crackles at the center of the human camp, a small beacon of warmth against the encroaching darkness. It casts flickering, dancing shadows that make the familiar seem strange and threatening. Jane sits by the fire, her sketchbook in her lap, her face serene in the warm glow. She sketches from memory, trying to recapture the joy of the morning, unaware of the turmoil brewing just feet away. Tarzan sits apart from the group, his powerful frame silhouetted against the fire. His brow is furrowed, his gaze lost in the flames. He doesn't hear Professor Porter's cheerful chatter or Jane's quiet humming. His mind is replaying Clayton's words, Kerchak's warning. The jungle, his home, his sanctuary, suddenly feels different. The air is heavier, charged with unspoken threats. The shadows seem deeper, darker, as if they are hiding more than just the nocturnal creatures of the forest. And in those very shadows, just at the edge of the firelight, Clayton confirms Tarzan's fears. He sits on a fallen log, methodically polishing the barrel of his rifle. The metal gleams in the firelight, reflecting the flames like a malevolent eye. He is patient, a hunter waiting for the perfect moment to strike. A faint, cruel smile touches his lips, and he whispers to himself, his voice a low, menacing hiss lost to the crackle of the fire. Soon, the jungle's secrets will all be mine. The camera seems to detach from the scene, rising slowly above the treetops, looking down upon the small, fragile campfire surrounded by an immense, dark jungle. The world is vast and unknowable from this height. In the distance, the sky flashes silently, and a low, almost imperceptible rumble of thunder echoes through the night. It's the sound of a gathering storm, a promise of the conflict to come. A shadow had entered the jungle, and with it, a test that would challenge Tarzan's very soul.